6 surprising things that always make men look better. Women notice this. Old Stoic wisdom. 6 surprising things that always make men look better. Ever wondered why women sometimes seem to overlook you? That fleeting glance that quickly fades, like you're invisible, or at least just part of the background. We've all been there, feeling that brief but undeniable moment when your presence doesn't leave an impression. But here's the truth. It's not your looks, your stature, or the size of your bank account. There's something deeper at play, something that women notice almost instinctively. And the best part? It's something you can absolutely master. It's not magic. It's psychology, presence, and subtlety. It's science. And once you understand it, women will start to look at you differently without even realizing why. Now, brace yourself for number 4. It's incredibly subtle, but once you learn to use it, you'll see a significant shift in the way people respond to you. The first step to wisdom is the recognition that we are not yet wise. This quote from Stoic wisdom reminds us that we all have room to grow, and when we understand the subtle shifts that improve how we're perceived, we move closer to that ideal version of ourselves. Welcome to Stoicism Win, your go-to channel for practical and profound advice on love, life, and relationships. Number 1. A purposeful, steady walking pace. Let's get one thing clear right away. Your walk is not just how you get from one point to another. It's an extension of who you are. It's like your first impression, a silent introduction to the world that speaks volumes before you say a single word. When you walk, you're essentially telling the world your story through every step. And believe it or not, women notice the details, even if they don't consciously realize it. Now, I'm sure many of you have caught yourselves walking hurriedly, head down, shoulders hunched, maybe adjusting your shirt or distractedly scrolling through your phone. Perhaps you're rushing to meet someone, or maybe you're simply lost in thought. But the message this conveys is far from confident. What women see is a man who appears uncertain, ungrounded, and disengaged from the present moment. This kind of energy doesn't demand attention. It's almost as if you're avoiding it. But imagine instead a steady, purposeful walk. A walk that's neither too fast nor too slow, with a rhythm that reflects calm and control. This kind of walk speaks loudly without needing to say a word. It communicates that you're comfortable in your own skin, that you know where you're going, and that you're not in a rush to prove anything. Each step carries intention, which creates an aura of confidence that's grounded, not boastful. Even if you're just grabbing a coffee, your presence is felt, and that speaks volumes. Now, picture yourself walking into a room with your shoulders relaxed, your back straight, and your head held high, not searching for attention, but also not shying away from it. There's no hurried pace, no dragging feet, just calm, deliberate movement. It's not about trying to impress. It's about being comfortable with who you are. You own the space without saying a word. Women notice this. Even without being aware of it, they recognize someone who moves through life with purpose and presence. It's the kind of energy that makes people look twice and wonder, who's that? It's the kind of confidence that doesn't scream for validation, but naturally radiates a quiet self-assurance. In the words of the Stoics, he who is brave is free. A purposeful walk reflects that freedom from the need to prove anything to anyone. It's a calm, deliberate step that reflects inner peace, the kind of peace that comes from trusting yourself and your direction in life. That's the kind of presence that gets noticed and admired. And here's one more tip. Never walk with your phone in hand. Nothing kills your presence faster than hiding behind a screen. The phone is a shield, a barrier between you and the world. Instead, walk like you're the main character of your own story, not the background extra. Your body language should show that you're fully engaged with the world around you, present in the moment, not distracted by a device. When you walk with intention and confidence, you command attention without having to ask for it. So next time you walk into a room or down the street, remember that your steps are not just about getting to the next place. They're about showing the world who you are. And women, whether they realize it or not, are definitely taking notice. Number 2. Subtle control over facial expressions under surprise. This one is a game changer, immediately setting apart those who are still finding their way from those who have mastered emotional composure, and most men don't even realize it's happening. You've likely experienced moments where something catches you off guard, a comment from a woman that throws you off balance, a sharp question that seems to come out of nowhere, a playful jab with a hint of something deeper, or maybe a remark about another man designed to provoke a response. What you might not realize is that none of this is random. It's a test. And no, she's not trying to manipulate you, she's gathering emotional intelligence. In these seemingly trivial moments, women are searching for something deeper than your immediate verbal reaction. They're studying how you handle surprise, and more importantly, how well you manage your emotional state without your face giving away too much. The key here isn't about trying to fake coolness or suppress all expressions. It's about maintaining emotional control in the moment. It's about showing that you can remain present and calm, no matter what unexpected situation arises. Here's what most guys do when they're caught off guard. Their face reacts instantly, the eyes widen, the brows raise, the mouth tenses, and it's as if the body is saying, "I don't know what to do with this." It's entirely natural, but it broadcasts nervousness and unease. The energy you give off in these moments is one of uncertainty, which is the exact opposite of what you want if you're trying to project confidence and emotional control. Now, let's imagine the opposite. A woman says something unexpected, and your facial expression remains mostly unchanged. There's a slight shift, a subtle smile, maybe a slow blink, or a calm pause before you respond. No overreaction, no panic, just a composed and measured response. It's this kind of calmness in the face of surprise that speaks volumes. It's a sign of experience, maturity, and someone who isn't easily shaken by the unpredictable. When women see this, it piques their curiosity. It's not about being emotionless or robotic. It's about having an inner peace that radiates outward, creating an aura of mystery and strength. They can sense that you're someone who isn't ruled by your emotions, and that alone makes you more attractive. Think of it like playing poker. The less you reveal on your face, the more valuable your presence becomes. It's not about being stone-faced or unapproachable, but rather about being poised and unflappable. In the game of social dynamics, emotional control is one of your greatest assets, and it's something that women intuitively notice and admire. A man who can control his reactions isn't just someone who remains calm in the face of surprise. He's someone who can navigate the complexities of life and relationships with wisdom and patience. And that's the kind of man women are drawn to, one who responds rather than reacts. So the next time life throws an unexpected curveball your way, remember this: your reaction, or rather your lack of overreaction, speaks louder than anything you can say. Be calm, be present, and show that you've got everything under control, even when things aren't going exactly as planned. Women won't just notice, it will leave an impression that lasts. If you found this valuable, comment below and share it with someone who could benefit. Don't forget to subscribe for more wisdom. Comment to remember: I am emotionally composed and unshakable. Number 3. Clean, well-chosen footwear that complements stance. When it comes to making a lasting impression, it's easy to assume that what matters most is the clothes you wear or the smile you flash. But the truth is, it's all about the finer details, the ones most people overlook. One of the most important yet neglected aspects is your footwear. Men, hear this: shoes aren't just a practical necessity, they are a crucial part of how you present yourself. In a world where first impressions are made in a split second, your shoes say more than you think, and often they speak before you do. Women notice your shoes almost instantly, sometimes even before your smile, and the message they convey goes beyond style. It reveals who you are at your core. Imagine this: Scuffed, worn-out shoes with dirty soles or mismatched, loud-coloured pairs. What do they say? They say carelessness, a lack of attention to detail, and maybe even apathy. It's like wearing a sign that says, "I've stopped trying." And trust me, that's not a look you want to project. On the other hand, when you step out in clean, well-chosen shoes that are polished and fit perfectly with your outfit, you exude confidence, self-respect, and an eye for the smallest of details. Whether they're sleek loafers, rugged boots, or sporty sneakers, the condition and fit of your shoes are what matter most. When your shoes harmonize with the rest of your attire, you master the art of effortless style. You've proven that you care about how you present yourself, and that doesn't go unnoticed. Even if a woman doesn't verbally compliment your shoes, trust that she's taking mental notes. A man who pays attention to the smallest details, like his footwear, stands out because that kind of attentiveness is rare. And as we all know, rarity catches the eye. Here's a tip to make sure your shoes are always on point. Don't just clean them, rotate them. It's no different from rotating your wardrobe. Wearing the same shoes every day is like using one towel for a week. It gets uncomfortable and uninspired. A well-maintained, varied selection of shoes will support your stance, both literally and metaphorically. Women don't just see your shoes. They notice the effort and intentionality you put into everything you do. You show them that you care about every detail, no matter how small, and that's what separates a man of true class from the rest. The ancient Stoics had it right when they said, "The greater the difficulty, the more glory in surmounting it." Taking care of your shoes might seem like a minor detail, but in reality, it's a testament to your attention to detail and understanding that small things matter. When you master the small things, they accumulate and shape the man you are. So next time you put on your shoes, remember, clean, well-chosen footwear is more than comfort. It's a statement of who you are. Are you the man who takes pride in every detail of his appearance, or the one who's given up? The choice is yours. Step up your game because when you do, the world notices. If you're ready to embrace greatness, start with your shoes. Let the world see your commitment to excellence in every step you take. Drop a comment below, share your thoughts on the power of footwear, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights on how to master the art of true confidence. Number 4. Natural eye contact that invites connection. Have you ever noticed how certain men can walk into a room and immediately capture attention, almost without saying a word? It's not just about how they carry themselves or their stature, but something more subtle often. It's the way their eyes engage with the world around them. Eyes, after all, are incredibly powerful. They don't just communicate your thoughts, they speak your soul. Women, just like everyone else, have a unique ability to read people through the eyes, those silent messengers of intent and emotion. They don't just see you, they feel you. And in those moments, your eyes do more than simply make contact. They tell a story. That story, in turn, sets the tone for how the interaction will unfold. But here's the thing. Natural, genuine eye contact isn't about forceful stares or trying to dominate someone with your gaze, nor is it about looking away constantly, as if hiding behind a veil of mystery. Those extremes create discomfort and distance. What truly makes a difference is the natural flow of eye contact, an effortless exchange that exudes confidence without saying a word. It's the quiet assurance that says, "I'm here, and I'm comfortable in my own skin." It's not about keeping your eyes fixed on her, attempting to win the interaction through intensity. No, it's about finding a rhythm, locking eyes for a second or two, then gently allowing your gaze to wander before returning, each time with a calm, respectful curiosity. This back and forth creates a connection that feels organic and comfortable. It's the kind of attention that invites, rather than forces, engagement, making both parties feel at ease in the moment. When done right, this type of eye contact has the power to make her feel deeply seen, not in a way that feels like an examination or a pursuit, but as if she is truly acknowledged in her presence. It's a moment that communicates respect and understanding without the need for words. It's that profound sensation of being noticed, of being heard, not because you've said anything profound, but because your attention was fully on her in that moment. That's the kind of connection that sticks, because it isn't fleeting or superficial. It's real. In today's world, we often remember interactions not for the words exchanged, but for how someone made us feel. Think about it. The best conversations are those where there's a deep sense of understanding and connection, even if nothing particularly extraordinary was said. And that's where your eyes come into play. They don't just communicate your interest, they convey a message that words often fail to deliver. The beauty of eye contact lies in its ability to bridge gaps, to silently share presence in a way that makes both people feel seen, valued, and respected. In modern life, where distractions are everywhere and meaningful conversations can sometimes feel few and far between, this simple practice of natural eye contact can be the key to building genuine relationships. Whether it's in a professional setting, with a loved one, or even in a social gathering, the way you engage with your eyes can make all the difference. It shows that you are confident, present, and willing to connect. It's not about being the loudest in the room or dominating the conversation. It's about being the person who makes others feel valued without trying too hard. The Stoic philosophers understood this well. True strength comes not from making others feel small, but from making them feel comfortable and respected in your presence. So the next time you find yourself in a social situation, let your eyes do the talking. Hold someone's gaze for just a moment longer than usual, and watch as the connection deepens without a single word being spoken. It's a subtle art that, when practiced with authenticity, will naturally invite stronger, more meaningful connections in your life. And when you do it right, it's something that others will remember, not just because of how you made them feel, but because you took the time to notice them for who they truly are. Comment to remember: true strength is in making others feel seen, heard, and respected. Number 5. Clear, concise speech that shows mental focus. There's a simple truth about communication that many overlook. How you speak is a direct reflection of how you think. When your speech is scattered and unfocused, it leaves the impression that your mind is the same, disjointed and unclear. Women, in particular, have an uncanny ability to notice this, often within moments of conversation. Have you ever caught yourself halfway through an explanation, realizing that even you aren't sure of the point you were trying to make? It's not just frustrating for you, it's an impression that doesn't leave a strong impact. A disorganized delivery doesn't suggest confidence, it suggests uncertainty. Now, think about a man who speaks with intention and clarity. His words aren't rushed or overly complicated, and every sentence carries meaning. There's power in simplicity, and women recognize that strength instantly. Clear, concise speech demonstrates a mental focus that's highly attractive, signaling that this man knows exactly who he is and what he wants. It's important to note that this isn't about having a loud voice or an extensive vocabulary. It's about the ability to communicate your thoughts purposefully. Speak with conviction, and don't fill the gaps with empty words like or you know. These fillers only create noise that distracts from the point you're trying to make. Instead, eliminate the unnecessary and say exactly what you mean. When you speak with confidence, it doesn't need to be loud or forceful. Confidence doesn't demand attention, it commands respect in the most subtle way. A pause, for example, is not an awkward silence. It's a moment of reflection that allows the weight of your words to sink in. Pauses create space for your listener to process, and for your words to resonate deeper. The ability to pause and speak thoughtfully is also a direct reflection of your mental discipline and self-control. In a world full of distractions and constant noise, the man who can think clearly and speak concisely stands out as someone who can focus, prioritize, and lead with purpose. This kind of communication isn't just valuable in social interactions. It speaks volumes about how you handle every aspect of your life. Whether you're discussing your career, your passions, or your personal goals, speaking with clarity and purpose shows that you are someone who takes the time to think things through before reacting. It's not about coming across as the smartest person in the room. It's about demonstrating that you're in control of your thoughts, and that is a rare and highly attractive quality. This principle is deeply rooted in ancient Stoic wisdom, which emphasizes living with intention and purpose. The Stoics believed in the importance of self-control and mental clarity, applying these principles to every facet of life, including how you communicate. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, said, "Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth." This perspective encourages us to consider our words carefully before speaking, reflecting on their value and impact. When we speak clearly and with intention, we honor not just the conversation, but our own inner discipline. In today's world, where attention spans are shorter than ever, being able to communicate clearly and effectively is a precious skill. It makes you stand out in both personal and professional settings. So the next time you're engaged in a conversation, take a moment to reflect before speaking. Allow yourself to pause, think, and then speak with confidence and clarity. Let your words carry weight, because that's how real, lasting confidence is built. Share your thoughts in the comments below. How has clear and concise speech impacted your relationships and communication? Let's keep the conversation going. Number 6. Timely bursts of humor that ease tension. In the intricate dance of attraction, where words often fail to bridge the gap, there lies a silent yet powerful weapon: humor. It's a skill that many overlook, yet it holds the ability to elevate a man's presence to another level. We're talking about not just any humor, but the kind that bursts in at the right moment, brief, sharp, and perfectly placed. Life is awkward, often uncomfortable, and no one escapes that reality. The key, however, lies in how you handle those uncomfortable moments. You see, attraction is built on unspoken connections and invisible signals, and that's where humor steps in. It's not about being the life of the party or cracking jokes every second. No, that's forced, draining and unsustainable. It's about delivering timely bursts of humor, moments that ease tension, break barriers, and instantly bring comfort. Think about it. She teases you in a playful manner. Your response isn't to retreat or stammer, but to flash a confident smile, flipping the situation with ease. You fumble while speaking. Do you get flustered? Number instead. You own it, flashing a self-aware grin, turning a potential moment of embarrassment into one of self-assurance. The waiter messes up your order. Do you blow up in frustration, or do you laugh it off light-heartedly? Every time you take that path, you show her that you are unshaken by life's imperfections. This isn't just humor, it's a demonstration of emotional intelligence. It proves you're grounded, capable of handling life's unpredictable moments with grace. It's the art of showing vulnerability without losing your edge, of being human yet razor-sharp. This is precisely what draws her in, because when a man can make a woman smile in those uncomfortable, uncertain silences, he doesn't just show he can lighten the mood. He shows he's someone who has control over himself and his environment. His laughter is a symbol of power, confidence, and the depth of his awareness. As the great Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." Humor, when used right, is never wasted. It's a sign of wisdom, timing, and emotional strength. It's the ability to shift the mood, take control of the moment, and remain composed in the face of chaos. This kind of man is rare, and rare things always get noticed. So, do yourself a favor. Don't underestimate the power of humor in building attraction. Master it, and you'll see how it can transform your interactions. Don't forget, those well-timed bursts of humor might just be the very thing that gives you the edge you need. Like what you've just read? Drop a comment below with your own take on humor in relationships, and don't forget to subscribe for more powerful insights. You're already ahead of the game. Most men miss this, but you won't. Comment below. I will use humor to lead with confidence. Bonus point: presence without performance. There's a unique, almost magnetic quality in a man who doesn't need to force anything to claim his space. No exaggerated gestures, no loud displays of energy, Just quiet, confident stillness. The man who walks into a room not seeking validation, nor trying to escape attention. He simply exists, comfortable and composed in his own being. This subtle, understated presence draws people in without him lifting a finger. Think of that one man at the far corner of the room, casually seated, neither striving to impress nor avoiding notice, and yet you can feel the shift in energy, as if the entire atmosphere reorganizes around him. This is the essence of presence without performance. It's the rare art of being unapologetically still, alive, yet unshaken. He isn't frozen or stiff, but calmly anchored in the moment. His demeanor says, "I am enough as I am, and I don't need to prove anything." This level of calm and assurance is something few men master, and even fewer possess. It's felt before it's seen. It doesn't scream for attention, but it commands it effortlessly, like a radar that quietly but unmistakably draws people's focus. In a world where so much is about putting on a show or trying to fit in, the man who simply exists with genuine confidence becomes an enigma that others can't help but notice. You don't need to rehearse your actions or overthink how you present yourself. The secret lies in letting go of the performance. Just be real. Be present. Allow yourself to be still enough for others to truly feel your presence. It's a subtle, yet powerful force that many overlook. It's this authentic, grounded energy that every woman will remember long after the moment has passed. As Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, once said, "The more we value things outside our control, the less control we have." True power lies in accepting yourself as you are and releasing the need to perform for others. That is the wisdom that stands the test of time. So the next time you step into a room, remember you don't have to perform to be seen. Simply be, and you'll become the presence that leaves a lasting impact. Let your stillness speak louder than any words ever could. What are your thoughts on the power of presence? Share your experiences in the comments below. Hey there, thanks for watching. If this video shifted how you think, even just a little, give it a thumbs up to support our growth and help more guys find content that actually makes a difference. Subscribe to the channel for daily insights. We drop value every single day. And hey, share this with someone who needs that quiet confidence boost. Don't keep the gems to yourself. Remember, the Stoic wisdom we've covered today, your presence, posture, calmness, and self-respect, are powerful ways to make a lasting impression. Confidence doesn't need to be loud, it just needs to be real. Stay grounded, stay wise, and always be the best version of yourself. Thanks for sticking with us, you guys. You're the reason we keep going. We've also recommended another video right here on your screen. Click it next because it connects perfectly with what you just learned. And yeah, we'll see you back here tomorrow. Take care, guys.